Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. That's a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat, and not press the poor. Make up what I sing to. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part: if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta and sell out and sell out Babylon. Just stop on the Friday. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, man, throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let him hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big man throw one stone, and it brings a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black baby man show and stone. And it brings a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Stibbidim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we love like. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek come here represent for. We in Global TV. Check it.
Good evening, and welcome to the People's Point of View. Thank you for joining us this evening. Can you believe Dr. Death says more? He has. He honestly has the nerve to say more. And this time I think he said worse. I think this time Dr. Death said worse. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good evening and welcome. Good evening to the Jamaica Labour Party. Did the Jamaica Labour Party had a protest today as well? Good evening to the Prime Minister. How you do, sir? Still blowing with the wind? Because Prime Minister look like you lose control, you know. Let me tell you nothing now. Accept one big good evening from me, everybody, on whichever platform you're on. We are back on Global TV Advanced Potential on TikTok because, you know, we got slapped today. So we're on the Advanced Potential for the next 7 days if they don't push us off. Or, you know, we also have producer Wayne to juggle with as well on the TikTok. If them push way off, but good evening, everybody. Tomorrow morning, we're going on a 1-1. Morning. Dr. Det actually says more. Did the Jamaica Labour Party had a protest today? And if they had a protest, why them can't do things span them own without pushing up them don't self in other people's way? But call the Jamaica Labour Party, call the Prime Minister blowing at the wind. Prime Minister, look upon it, galangin where you cast up at Carl Samoda seat. The big disgrace where you make Chota Road and the big split and the big draw off in a Prime Minister. Carl Samoda still win. You know want Civ right? You want Tavares. And you're not getting that. So Carl Samoda win. So what was the big old brouhaha over? Under my dead body, Delano Civ right can't get the seat. Under my dead body or over my dead body, which we would like to pick up at road, Prime Minister. But Delano Civ right end up getting the seat. It was officially announced today. So when they pull back and when they haul back and go on like say as somebody total different, when I go give the seat, Prime Minister. So you see, say you lose authority. You see, say even the man where you push out of the party, Prime Minister, have more power than you. Because you couldn't manhandle. You could manhandle Mike Henry. We don't know if a manhandle you manhandle Audley Shaw because Audley Shaw seemed to be on holiday, is it not? And as soon as Audley Shaw is on holiday, you run go entrench somebody there. Just like say, when you been the Portland at the East and West Portland Conference, Audley Shaw hijacked you the night there and announced for him personally want to take the seat. So We don't know if you hijack Audley Shaw like what you did as something where you used to. But side chick get her seat, boy. Prime Minister are going good. So much money in a one parliament, sir. Till then, all are discussed. I thought it was you. No, they said it was you. Hmm? While nobody thought it was Rhoda Moy Crawford. Oh, then there. I thought it was you. I thought it was you. What is wrong with your thingy? Hold on. Audrey Marks look like she obey me tonight. Oh, and by the way, Audrey Marks, you know some mind for business. You need to slow down on the crack where so you definitely depend on something. You know, me no idiot.
Meet Constable Smart.
Me a Constable Smart, your law enforcement AI assistant.
Me no want Christoph Dan Dummy. Me want the matey war. The matey introduction. Our matey introduction there. I have matey introduction somewhere about here. I heard it was you. I thought it was you. They said it was me. Hmm? Hold on there. I thought I had it in studio. But anyway, we have the new one where she go get our glory down a war yonder. So it look like the Prime Minister now stop until he full the parliament and girlfriend them. Because we here to say Dana Dixon to get a seat as well. Doing estimate things that look good in your pathway, you know, people business we're man tonight, you know. Doing estimate things don't look good in your pathway. What I'm wondering, we're going to get to Audrey. What I'm wondering, Mr. Simit, are you being set up by Darrell Vaz and Andrew Holness? Because long time you hold him on the money, you know, and as you get the seats, though, him come out. Before you take the seat, did you declare, say you owe that money? Okay, if you don't declare, you know, that's how the bang around there, that's how Andrew Power will have to throw you under the bus. Doing cement. You know, look good pan you at all. Because we hear say, then probably I go move you. Give Christian Tavares your seat. Or give your seat to Dana Dixon and send you to Senate. Or Senator Tavares will go Senate and Dana go get for your seat. Because you apparently look like you never declare to the Jamaica Labour Party. So you owe people all heap of money out there, which you're now facing lawsuit. So the choice what Andrew should have found time, putting the useless Christian Tavares Finson in the Senate would have solved the problem where Andrew create, where Andrew say one still have a back down pan. But let's look at newly minted Audrey. Audrey, your Botox look like you want to freshen up, I swear. Now mind your business, me not cuss you, me not rob you. But me not tell lie. Your Botox, Miss Marks, look like you need like a freshen up. Just look by your face in the mirror. Or you might just be smoking too hard, Miss Marks. If it is that, smoke, yeah, smoke. Then put down the crack pipe, Miss Marks. But something your face won't dress up.
What was the feeling like speaking with supporters of JLP, more specifically those who are the head of the constituency?
Oh, this was very gratifying just to see the openness. They spoke about their concerns, and but more importantly, they expressed the optimism of us working together in the future, and they accepted the fact that I'm here to serve, and they have welcomed me into the constituency, and I'm deeply grateful for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Serve the constituency or serve Andrew's interest with your Botox face, Audrey Marks. Serve the constituency. Serve the Jamaican people, or serve Andrew Holness' interests, or by extension your pocket, Miss Marks. Because we not who love the Senate, because we not have to turn up to get the $53,000. But we don't have to walk near Parliament doorway, and we still will collect millions, Miss Marks. Plus, we get constituency development fund. We don't get contract. We don't get stolen money. We don't get money for the people, them for the people's work, for social project. And we don't see them on a thief, burial fund, this, that, and we don't steal. So the whole on a struggle to get a seat in a parliament. Because being an MP is the cash cow job as opposed to be a senator, which is pittance money. Pittance money. Much not in a senate in for thief. So nobody not really want to be senator. Because much not a senate for thief. You have to over the House of Representative or in the civil service for really in the thieving business.
How do you feel now in terms of going forward with this election? It's the third term that the JLP is seeking.
Yes.
So how do you feel about your chances right now?
Well, I feel very strongly that the JLP, as the government, the Jamaica Labour Party government, has been doing a tremendous job. They have laid a foundation for.
Juliet, just say there. Juliet, stop. I and Andrew close our Angela and a helper. Just asking.
Our economic growth. And for a long time, we have struggled with that. And I would like to see, and I want to contribute to getting that third term so that we can finish this job. Because it's my dream and my desire that my children will.
I'm desperate to see what Audrey Marks' eyes looks like. Does any of you know what Audrey Marks' eye looks like? Because all the time I look at Audrey Marks, I just see that dark black hole. Does anyone know what Audrey Marks' eyes? Because now she wants an MP now, so we can drag her upside down and in it. Does anyone know what her eyes look like?
Have a future here in Jamaica, and I can clearly see all the foundational things that we need to do. The debt to GDP, the infrastructure development that we have done. So I'm excited. I'm enthused. I'm ready to work, and as I said, very grateful that the delegates here today have been so accepting, and they are willing to share, and I'm looking forward to working with them. It was very important that Mr. Miller and Mr. McCuskey, they were involved in the decision about me becoming the candidate, because they were here before, they had expressed their interest, and so we it's just maximum respect, because as you know, when someone have their own aspirations, things could go.
Audrey, I want to hold you. Rub Vaseline all over your face, then wipe it off with baby wipes, just to see what your face look like. That's just the purpose of it. I just want to see what your face looks like. That's all.
Very different. So I am pleased at the generosity of spirit and the lack of selfishness and looking ahead to the betterment of Jamaica and choosing to work with their party above their personal interest.
Potential candidate, this ambassador, warmly received. That was more than warmly received, so very well received. In fact, I was impressed with the reception and the energy in the content. As most of them said when they conclude their own presentation, that we're ready. They are ready. They mentioned the Bible division, Craig, Christiana, and Wallace, that we're ready. When last had we spoken to such a and I spoke to him on the weekend. And he's aware of yes, man, of course, man. He's in full support. There's one team going forward. Right?
Is there a translator in the house? Is there a translator in the house? Can anyone explain to me what Dr. Chang just said? No translator there? Or maybe someone on who can translate Spanglish. Heard what? Boy, oh boy. May I tell you? Is it Andrew Holness that because you've seen Mark Golden with such brilliance in his team, is it a part of your chopping and changing? I don't know, because what you're coming forward with, Andrew, they're not much better than Ann and Bella and what is this qualified for wheel stool one, George Wright. I don't see the betterer. And
we're going to ensure that the people of Northeast Manchester continue to get the quality representation that they are representing.
Oh dear. Let's go to the I thought it was you, you thought it was me. No, I heard it was you. I heard it was you. You thought it was me.
You know,
but
since
nobody
my first
thought
time
it
on
was
the stage and I
Rhoda.
don't know the rules, I'm gonna share a little story. You know, back in 2009, 2000.
When you don't know what the rules are, Audrey, you check out what the rules are. Or if you refuse to check out what the rules are, Audrey, you keep it normal, darling. Keep it normal, not bedroomish.
I'm gonna share a little story. You know, back in 2009, 2010, Marlene and I met at a diaspora conference in Connecticut, and we got a chance to really sit down and share. And I said, I know this is a bit sensitive, but I hear, you know, the PNP has started a rumor that you're the Prime Minister's girlfriend. And she looked at me and she said, no, I'm hearing that it's you. The JLP was formed in 1943 and by 1944 contesting an election, and from right here.
For the girlfriends of the Prime Minister. Audrey, this wasn't the place, given that the Prime Minister has what we believe to be a wife, a First Lady for the country, even though she's rarely or never referred to by the First Lady, the Speaker of the House, the matey of Rhoda. You never have to come after Juliet. I got 2 years of debacle in a Rhoda in a public with Rhoda, Audrey. You never have to come. Yes, we cuss them every day, but you who is them friend, Audrey, never have to come refresh and recite the galang in a public, and you know we're going to pick it up and run with it. Imagine one of our chat one another if we not come a road with it so. if you come a road with you and have no shame, if you talk, say, I thought it was you, you thought it was me. Imagine after a glass of red wine, Audrey Marks, and baby a pull on the pipe or a sniff of the white dust, Miss Marks. When the labor rights not no self-control, you know. When the labor rights really have no self-control. And make me show you say, when you don't have no self-control because when you can't keep the peace, not because the Prime Minister telling us say, or Darrell Bars telling us say, when it's a particular set of people who they must war them. Apparently, at the labor right, them that the PNP officer demonstrate. Is that how it is? I saw that 2 years ago. Is this the St. Mary constituency office for the People's National Party? Because if it is, this is another ombudsman issue. Thanks, Lyndon. This is political intimidation. This is what we're seeing on screen at the St. Mary, one of the constituency office in St. Mary, is actually political intimidation. Something that we heard Andrew Holness called for publicly last week. Political intimidation, political attacks on members of the opposition. We see the instruction given by Andrew Holness. Labor rights never have enough people in their crowd. Dead man want to make it. These were ordered by the Prime Minister. If labor rights want to have a demonstration, protest, walk, campaign, or whatever, you can do it without aggression. You can do it without you're in opposition to the exercise of one's democracy. Remember, this was something ordered by Andrew Holness. Remember, it also happened on a day when the Old Harbor protests, isn't it? So we noticed the Prime Minister have no plan to back down or pull back from the political contention him out for seek and create in the country.
Now put that in and see. No, yeah. Yeah, but it's a blue and see. No, yeah.
You know, in the sectoral debate, something I don't understand what them are talk about. You know, the People's National Party criticizes the happenings in our healthcare. When Dr. Tufton took to the floor, Dr. Tufton was in a different realm, a different country, a different world altogether. Because in defending his track record, Dr. Tufton went tone deaf and Bartimeously blind. Because Dr. Tufton never heard or realized or is willing to admit that they are killing 15,000 of us yearly. Dr. Tufton says the health service is in its best position it has ever been. The health service, Dr. Tufton says, has never been in a better shape than it has been in. The health service, which have the services of Cornwall Regional Hospital, Dr. Tufton, up until you start to dismantle it, which is a never-ending dismantle. That's a part of the health service that has never been in a better shape than it is today. The health service, Dr. Tufton, which is woefully locking in all the diagnostics, x-rays, ultrasound, CT scan, MRI, dialysis machine, proper operating theater, an infrastructure, or if you want to call it like an infrastructure filled with mold and ginger and granite, Dr. Tufton. Something that we never have to entangle with and batter with, Dr. Tufton. Even though these are the new norms in our health service, Bartimeus Doctor says the health service has never been in such a great shape than it is now. When it's only at this point we recognize that the most dangerous place for death in our country is under the Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton led health care. If they're given a third term, what we can guarantee from them is that more than 15,000 of us per year are going to be killed over the next 5 years. Why? As per Dr. Tufton and the government, there is absolutely no crisis in the National Health Service. We don't know who Dr. Roger Hunter is. I mean, you're probably all dreaming that Dr. Roger Hunter said all these things, but we don't know who Dr. Roger Hunter is. Furthermore, we don't know what Dr. Roger Hunter is talking about. If they're in denial of the problem, if they're refusing to accept that a problem exists, even though created deliberately by them, one could understand why they don't want to acknowledge the problem if it's a problem deliberately created for a particular reason. Dr. Tufton thinks that under his tenure, we have had it tremendously. Dr. Tufton is ignoring that under his tenure, he's not only killing babies in their droves. I mean, he's taking it right across the entire Jamaica. As the doctors told us, don't think I just uno poor people. When them come after everybody. When they're coming, they come after everybody. So if Dr. Tufton don't acknowledge that there's a problem, under no circumstances, Dr. Tufton or the government will never do anything or put any measures in place or make sure we have adequate services in our national health care. They will never do that because, as continent, they're doing the best they can at the moment. And because they're doing the best they can, we have services that we've never had before. Of course, we're having more deaths. It is a service we've never had before. We've never had a hospital killing us off like the way they're doing now. So the problem is never going to solve if we give them another 5 years. Because as gone to them, there isn't a problem. Nothing to see, said the doctor. It's all mischief, bad mind, and propaganda. But Dr. Dawes is not the only person who highlights the failures. Dr. Brady or Bradley, whichever one he is, when he came and was unable to do the surgeries for the children at Bustamante Hospital, he who has been attending Jamaica for 20 years have seen a dilapidated infrastructure. This is a doctor who is not playing into the politics of our country, has seen a failing infrastructure compared to what he used to from 20 years ago. Five theater in a one hospital, maybe if 1 or 1.5 working. Hospital full of mold. Air conditions not working. Staff don't have the necessary tools or equipments to do their job. And Dr. Tufton was allowed to stand in Parliament and mislead all of us. Dr. Tufton was able to stand in Parliament and mislead the entire country that we have never had it so good as we've had it before. When we're just been told, run from the hospital fast and own a run from gunman, there's a higher likelihood of Dr. Tufton and Andrew Holness getting rid of you as opposed to the gunman. Because the gunman a pitch 1,500 a year time, uno a pitch 15,000. How them there? How much percent above the gunman them a pitch? Uno have to work the maths for me dunce. How much percent above the gunman? The gunman are the 15,000. The gunman is doing what? 10% of what they're doing? And so the maths would go in a reverse. The gunman is only doing 10% of what this government kills on an annual basis. Just via the health care. And we don't say government coming out there with guns to shoot us. We're not talking about the gun them with Horace Strong import, we shoot down 1,500 a we know. We're talking about the 15,000 a we. with lack of pill, bad injection needle, lack of proper diagnosis, lack of operation, lack of qualified surgeon, like the butcher, Dr. Carl Bruce. So the government, the gunman, is only murdering 10% of what the government murders on an annual basis. Jamaica people, who are you to be afraid of? Hmm? Who should you be afraid of? The gunman or the hospital? Because there's a 90% chance the hospital will take you out faster than the gunman. And also the maths would go, but maybe me don't know how maths work. But if gunman I do 1500, and Prime Minister and Tufton I do 15,000, then there's a 10% somewhere along there. The gunman don't go kill 10% of what the government a kill. So the hospital and the government don't have to run from faster. I mean, so don't have to run from gunman, you know. But you ought to be running faster from the hospital. Because you guarantee you will get pitched over once you go there, so. Dr. Tufton says we've never had it so good. Remember him also say we have built 27 theaters across the island. Even though the one them we have right now can't work. In find land to build new hospital. Even though in thought one 8 years ago and thought 8 years ago, which is never going to finish. Not under Dr. Tufton's tenure. Not under Dr. Tufton's tenure. It's not going to finish. And having such a white elephant on your hands, doctor, unable to complete the biggest white elephant of the Andrew Holness government, you're promised with bigger elephant. You start refurbishing a hospital 8 years ago, which will never finish until the PNP can finish it. And you are promising us, give you 5 more years, and you're going to build a brand new Kingston public hospital. And you expect the people of Jamaica to believe you. And you expect them to vote for you in order to give them the hospital. Andrew Holness has failed on his manifesto pledge, you know, Dr. Tufton. We're going to do a manifesto argument on here one day. Andrew Holness failed miserably on his manifesto pledges. For the Prime Minister and his team to be coming back at the moment with promises spells failure. Even if the Prime Minister was coming with some decent unfinished projects that he has started, where the people of Jamaica can really look and assess and say, you know what? Too bad, at least him start something meaningful. Me feel say if we give more time, he will done it and put good things in place. The problem though is because he has done nothing with the time we has given him. He's coming back with more promises. And for you, the Jamaica Labour Party, you should find it embarrassing that in this new age and era, you're still making promises when you should all hear and be aware that that is what the country calls out the Prime Minister mostly on, his failed promises. Joyland Investment, how are you? Joyland Investment, I see you. Or are you gone? The Prime Minister expects us to believe him. The Prime Minister expects to be given more time to do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. The Prime Minister has been given, is asking for time to do, because the Prime Minister keep waddling on about 18 years. We've only gotten half of that. But half of the journey, Prime Minister, you could still achieve something. Even though you've only been given half of the journey you claim the PNP had to rule Jamaica. You have been given enough time where you could have made your mark on the country. I'm desperate for somebody to tell me of something that we will speak about concerning Andrew Holness after he leaves office. What will we be saying if it wasn't because of Andrew? We wouldn't have this. What we was more likely to hear, Prime Minister, if it wasn't because of Andrew and his fingers, if it wasn't because of Andrew and his fingers, maybe we would have had X-ray machine. Maybe we would have had CT scan, MRI dialysis machine, and properly ventilated, mole-free theaters. While Andrew Holness had the time, Andrew Holness did nothing. Absolutely nothing. The Prime Minister has now become a shoulda, coulda, woulda. But sadly, the Prime Minister never.
Good at this. I could have that. I should have this. I should have that. Well, if you could have, I could have that. You should have. I should have that. And if you could have, I could have that. You would have. I would have that. If you could have this, and you could have that, you would have this, and you would have that. And all the could and the shoulda. Everything would have been like they would have. You could have what? I could have that. 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 Nami ay. You nami ay. You know you can't box, you jump in the ring. And all the time, you're popping and you're weaving. What up, come? You fall on the ground. Not for help, you wouldn't stay down. You jump up, quick, pop in your head. Before you lie down and pretend you're dead. Before you tell yourself to resign, one set of nonsense going through your mind. I could have did. I could have that. I should have did. I should have that. Well, if you could have, I could have that. You should have. I should have that. And if you should have, I should have that. You would have. I would have that. But you could have done when you run them up, or you could have twist and you could have miss. But you stand up like a stiff with your big head. If they didn't stop the fight.
but you turn up like a stick with your big head prime minister. But you should have this. I could have that. Sadly, though, you never. Sadly, prime minister, you never. And that's the fall of your government. It is really, prime minister, the root of your failure. And the root of your failure lies within selfishness, lies within grudges, prime minister, lies within your greed, because you want it all. You want to be king and master of everything. You've gotten a chance as the youngest prime minister, one who is what you called us, or referred to as the independent babies. We're born 10 years or so after independence, or within the generation of the independent era, prime minister, or the post-independent babies. That's why we gave you that chance. We gave you that opportunity because we recognize, as they told us the lies, the one boardroom, the barefoot, the hungry belly, and all sort. Back then, we recognize you as one of who've been through the struggle like us, not one of them who come from class and echelons who was fed with gold spoon, prime minister. So you were given the opportunity. Prime minister, you have failed to make even yourself proud. You have failed to make yourself proud, prime minister. Because if you were proud of what you have done, you don't have to repeat what the evidence are. They speak for themselves, prime minister. You don't have to continue to remind us that the economy is good. We know you say it's good. We know minimum wage has gone up. We know you said you have stabilized the dollars, even though look at the dollar to the dollar or the dollar to the pound. We know you have done all of that. As per your mouth. If it is that something substantial was done, prime minister, your mouth wouldn't have to walk and talk it every day, The people of Jamaica would have seen it. We here in social media land would be gazetting it, prime minister. Trust me. The reason why we talk about the bad side of you is because that's all we see. That's all we get sinting from. We're waiting for you to do good, prime minister. Maybe some believe that at this point, Andrew Holness cannot do good. But I am probably one of them that believe that you can do good if you decide to do it. If you decide to do it, you can do good. So you see, if you do good in our country, prime minister, even if we hate you, we have a thing. Even if we dislike you, we have a thing, dirty, nasty TikTok. We have a thing where we say, end the dog and give him its character. We would have still draw you and throw you up against the wall, but we would have said, but at least he has done X, he has done Y. He has put X or Y in place. Bad to bad. But we can't say so, prime minister. Not even bad to bad, we can't say, What we get, prime minister, is what we're becoming. not becoming, is what we have become very tired of. Scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal. And they all involve corruption, Prime Minister. The top crime in our country, corruption. The head of the octopus. All other crime in our country is a tentacle to corruption. All other crimes in our country is a tentacle to the head of the octopus, which is corruption. Corruption breed all the other crimes around us. The most corrupt entity in our country is at the seat of government. The most corrupt entity in our country is at the seat of government. Now, how do we deal with corruption when the government who legislate to give power to law enforcement to deal with corruption is the very government in front of the court saying, no, you cannot steal us with our stolen goods and tell us that we are criminal or that our stolen goods are the proceeds of crime. So we want it to struck out, isn't it? Do good and see if we not talk about it, Andrew. I beg of you, Prime Minister, try and do good and see if we not run, come out, come clap and cheer for you and say, what a change of heart. There is actually some good in Andrew Holness. Did you know that Andrew Holness can actually do good? Surprise, we know? Fool, overgrown, big overgrown fool. Surprise us. Half a khaki pants boy. Big tall boy in the half a khaki pants. Surprise us. Surprise us. Bloody thief. You're a crook Prime Minister. That's why everywhere you go, your finger stick to something. It's like your finger have money magnet in it. As soon as your finger the money, it just fastens up. If you know who we want to talk good boy, you. We tired to talk say you're a thief. We tired to talk say you're a murderer. We tired to talk say you're corrupt. We tired to talk say you're a nepotist and a narcissist. We tired to even talk say you're mad, even though we know say you're mad. We want something positive to speak about your Prime Minister. We want to see that, there's humanity in Andrew Holness. He's not just out for the greed, the power, and the money. There is something good about him. Prime Minister of the country is struggling to literally find something to say about you. I mean, which leader of a country turn around and look at his people and say, you all look like stray dogs? Only Andrew Holness. Some of the things that we see in Western democracy under Andrew Holness and Donald Trump, we have never seen them before. And when you see dangers, you must recognize them. However, the American people saw the danger of Donald Trump, mind you, you bloody old wimps. This is why American people have to complain. You all saw who Donald Trump is. Go back to January. Was it January 6th insurrection? That was a warning. You all failed. Failed to listen to the warning. And you all elect him back. And then you want to complain now, Donald Trump is mashing up this, his mash. It is what the guy do. The guy is a demolition man. He destroy things. What do you expect him to do? You elect him to do it, he's going to do it. Now, Andrew Holness is a mirror image of a lot of what we recognize in Donald Trump. The difference, though, there is no system and balance, no system of checks and balance in Jamaica, other than the way the PNP is using the courts at the moment to keep Andrew Holness in check. So now that we see the danger that Andrew Holness is, mash up, anything you can get from mash up, or are you going to be silly like the Americans and choose a demolition man to come and continue his demolition work? Because that's what the Americans, they knew Trump was a danger. And they said, we are going to go for the danger. Why should I be sorry for Trump going through the American system and demolishing bit by bit whatever he can? It is why we must be careful. Those of you Jamaica Labour Party voters and independent voters, be careful of choosing Andrew Holness again and come complain. Because I was telling you want to go. If you don't come, wouldn't complain after you see the danger and still decide, say, you know what? Let me hold on to the fire stick a bit longer and see how hot the bloody fire stick will burn. None of the questions to ask before I go? No, sir. But Jamaica people, the writing is on the wall. Andrew Holness is never going to do anything that will benefit us. If Andrew Holness gets another 5 years, it's going to be 5 years for Andrew Holness to turn a trillionaire. Because I'm a billionaire already, you know. Because the development, them what them are do, if they are to declare them asset proper, because you know with these people, they can use different companies, shell companies and all them something there for all them asset. So what we are here about, we still not hear the reality. Them still have asset, just like oh you see the debacle turn out now. The asset really belongs to Dr. Bruce, the substance of it. But it is held by his attorney, the MP Donovan Williams. Andrew Holness have a lot of wealth out there in our companies, especially companies were tied to him children. All heap of wealth out there we want to find out about yet. We're hidden in other people name under companies. We not hear about half of Andrew wealth. Andrew is a billionaire. Andrew and Juliet are a millionaire. They are billionaire. $800 million development. 800 million is quite close to $1 billion, is it not? And that's just one development. All right, so you go. So if you give Andrew Holness another 5 years, that the Prime Minister will work his way into a billionaire, because we have given him, not a trillionaire, because we have given him 9-10 years, and the Prime Minister made his way into the millionaire bracket and is now into the billionaire bracket. So the only place Andrew Holness has to go, if we give him more time, is in the trillionaire bracket. Because an $800 million development just shot 200 million of $1 billion. So them wealth is amassing in billions. Not to mention the opal land where we hear say Andrew, him son and him wife walk on Tifo. Are you going to give Andrew Holness another term? And if you do, what do you expect to achieve from it? What do you expect to achieve from giving Andrew Holness more time? Only to continue to rape and raid the country. What has this Labour government done? Nothing. Nothing. See, when create in our own party because of the failure that he brought into the party, the failure that the Prime Minister nurtured to do nothing in the party, you are changing them at the 9th hour to bring more failure like Christian Tavares, Finson. So these people mad. These people are crazy. And it look like them invite we to go on the crazy route with them. It's time for Jamaica people to hold up their head and demand something from both sides of the political fence. If politicians don't deliver and the manifesto promise, and in the 4 or 5 years what we give them, we should change them. We shouldn't entrench political parties and political representatives in our country to do nothing at all. It was what Christian Tavares was coming in on. I don't have to do fuck all. I'm in a safe seat. The fools will vote for me, even if I'm a hyena or a Rottweiler. They will vote for me. It doesn't matter. That's why nothing gets done in our country. Because just like Andrew Holness, us as a people, we are prepared, not just prepared, mind you, we have been doing it forever. We continuously reward failure. Derek Sangster is a prime example. Derek Sangster is a prime example. We, the people, we continuously reward failure. And then we brighten out order to reward failure and want something good out of it. Tell me if we're not psychologically backwards. We choose thieves to run our affairs, particularly our financial affairs. And when them thief will quarrel. You choose a thief to look after money. And when the thief the money, you quarrel. We have it wrong, my people. We have it wrong. We need to stop choose thief to look after the till, because all the thief is going to do, like the Prime Minister, is run off with the till. So if we want to save something in our coffers, then we have to stop choosing thieves. If Andrew Holness cannot tell us who are the illicit, or the illicit themselves cannot come out and say, I am under the probe, because the act prohibit Andrew Holness to speak about it. But they who have been contacted and is been told that they're under investigation, if they don't come clear, we shouldn't vote for no JLP MP until we find out which one of them are the illicit thief. So everybody should be on the edge, because we now vote for no illicit thief, but true JLP supporters love the illicit thief them. we're not going to vote them back. But JLP supporters, I leave one too hungry. In closing, JLP supporters, I leave one too hungry. Because I know under Andrew Holness government, hunger has been killing us. And I know if Andrew Holness get more time in our country, hungry will kill more of us, plus a healthcare service that is killing so much of us. Marco, how you do? You want me to go for it tonight? Wanna make me answer Marco there? Which platform Marco there on? Which one of YouTube channel are you on, Marco? Oh, Marco is on producer Wayne. Oh, no, leave him there. Don't trouble him. Don't trouble Marco. Do you have anything more to say, Marco? I know I'm stupid. I know I'm really a PNP. Let me say this to you, Marco. There's actually nothing been wrong in being a PNP. Let me tell you why. I wouldn't want to be a PJ Patterson's PNP, but the forward-looking Mark Golden PNP, I probably would want to be on that camp, but I'm watching how it goes at the moment, you see. Because because you say to me so dunce and stupid, I want to be around bright people. And all of the team with Mark Golden are come with now brighter than brighter. So this is why I shake and I stagger all over the place, because know say the people they want to have there cannot keep up with conversation when it comes to PNP. Where else you say maybe, Marco? Jamaica will never go back. You're stupid. Only PNP can see the work, can't see the work. All right, Marco, thank you for saying this. This is what I have been waiting for, Marco Marks. Now, what I want you to do is itemize for me the work that we cannot see, because I have been so blinded, Marco. I have long, Marco, been asking the members of the Jamaica Labour Party to itemize those good works of the Prime Minister. Here you have been given a chance to promote the Prime Minister tonight, Marco. You, Marco, have been given the opportunity to promote the Prime Minister. I want you to go ahead tonight, promote the Prime Minister, so that we can run with it tomorrow morning and say, oops, daisy. These are the things that we weren't looking at, but Marco itemized them for us. Can you spell bread, Marco? Because most Buster writes. Marco, we are waiting. Oh, you tap type, Marco? Marco, oh, you tap type, Marco? No, sir. Where Marco there? Marco? 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 Him there still? Marco, you still there? Hello? If you want a labor right to run from your platform, judgment. What can go so? What can go so? Mr. Guy, one EPA, passa. If you want to run a labor right from your platform, just ask them to either spell bread or itemize the successes of Andrew Holness. They never stand up to wait to hear anything else. How long have I been asking labor rights this one question? Itemize the Prime Minister's success. Itemize the Prime Minister's achievement. Itemize the Prime Minister's success. Itemize the Prime Minister's achievement. Marco the day type of galang so. And Marco just get up and run gone. Come on now, Marco, man. Good God Almighty. As Tamara would have said, Lord God Almighty. Uno come, You call me PNP. You call me stupid. You call me this. You call me, and one time I ask you, interact with the program. Itemize the Prime Minister bullshit. You run gone. No, sir. We can't take a lick and run in. And one thing I'm afraid of in a fighting. You see lick and run, that hurt me. Me no mind lose the fight. Mind you, I don't mind losing the fight. I'm just afraid of the lick and run.
Stop crying! Giant cry too much! No make nobody make you just a try to go away, so stop! Tell somebody else say stop! Somebody say stop! Them tell there's a better.
In closing, labor rights. This is your homework. We're going to take it down to 5. What I want you to do when you come to our platform, Labor Rights, gather up amongst yourself and come up with the 5 of the best things that you can think of that the Prime Minister has achieved and that you could use to sell the Prime Minister. I mean, even if he comes to Limstead Market and we feel him up, we will still buy him. 5 things, labor rights. This is your homework. 5 things. And when you conjure up those 5 things together and you come onto our platform, you're going to use that 5 things, successes, achievement, any bullshit you can conjure up. And you're going to bombard all of our platforms with the Prime Minister's success. How about that? How about that? How about that, labor rights? You're going to conjure up 5 things, 5 achievements, 5 successes of the Prime Minister. And you're going to bombard our platform every day with it to the point where we're going to have to start pointing out the Prime Minister's successes. You, my friend, labor rights, you have a deal right here tonight. Thank you for being here on Global TV tonight. Marco, come and hold way and throw you up against the wall. And we never even get to get a lick off of Marco before Marco run. Marco, oh, you love the car run, son? Marco afraid of the lick and run. You should have turned up better get to lick your back. Right? Marco. Anyway, everybody, thank you for being here tonight. Join us right back here tomorrow morning for your At a Glance program. If you are new to the program, please give us a subscription or a follow. So whenever we go live, you certainly will get our notification. Thank you very much and good night from Global TV.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone and it pick a bad feeling to all wicked men. That's a people day. Make a man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat and not press the poor. Make up what I seen to. Make him a throw and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a drop! Make him a throw and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. So, my favorite part, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How man show one stone, and they bring a body feeling to all wicked men. Make him and show one stone, and they bring a body feeling to all wicked men.
Hold on, let me just go in my bedroom a while. I mean, hear Andrew India talks. No, not the Prime Minister says, in my bedroom, there's a device playing in the bedroom. And the Prime Minister is saying, the road in Hopewell, and for that matter, the road across Jamaica, not being repaired, cannot only be ascribed or subscribed to the PNP. Anyway, tata, bye-bye. Prime Minister not take no blame for himself.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.